Still ahead, more consumers are making the switch to digital banking. We'll get an outlook with Luvleen Sidhu, the CEO of digital banking firm BM Technologies. Next, this is Bloomberg. This is Bloomberg Markets. I'm Matt Miller. Now, since the onset of the pandemic, more and more consumers have started to embrace digital banking. They've had really little other choice. Here to discuss the evolution of fintech and what she sees ahead is Luvleen Sidhu. She's the CEO of digital banking firm BM Technologies. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you are the youngest female founder and CEO of a tech firm on the New York Stock Exchange. I remember the NYSE saying something like that. But not without your bona fides, right? You went to Harvard, you went to Wharton, you worked on the street, Neuberger Berman. What made you get into fintech? What made you branch out into digital banking?
Sure. Thanks so much for having me. You know, what really got me excited was I actually graduated from Harvard in 2008, and my first day on the job was the Lehman bankruptcy. And so I think very early in my professional career, I was able to witness firsthand the fragility of the American financial landscape and how so many Americans were hurt. And really, it just instilled in me this passion that we're in an age where we can use digital means and technologies to create strong financial foundations for Americans. And that is really the impetus and mission for BM Technologies.
So in what, you took BM, formerly Bank Mobile Technologies, public via SPAC in January. What exactly do you do? Are you offering services to consumers like a Revolut or an N26? Are you working with brands to help them do, you know, non-bank digital banking services? What's your strategy?
Sure. So we definitely have built the technology and the end product experience that is equal to, if not better than, the Chimes, Varos, number 26s of the world, the challenger banks that many people are familiar with. But what is unique about us is the distribution channel or the acquisition channel in which we get to that end consumer. And we have a B2B2C approach, or a banking as a service strategy. So what we do is we enable large brands like T-Mobile, like Google, like 735 colleges and universities that we have partnerships with around the country to offer fully branded banking services to their students, to their employees, to their customers, to better attract, engage, retain them, create more loyalty and new income streams for themselves as well.
Let me ask you something. Having worked on the street and knowing the industry like you do, is fintech a threat to the big banks, or is fintech going to be bought up and made part of the Wall Street we know and love today?
I think there's definitely a complementary relationship that is existing. And we are seeing really an evolution take place where a lot of fintechs are actually going out and acquiring bank charters. We've seen that with Lending Club. We've seen that with SoFi. We saw that with Varo going through the process of just getting a de novo bank charter. At the same time, we're seeing banks really getting into the API-based technology stack so that they can actually connect better with fintechs, because a lot of these fintechs require the charter to be able to lend freely across different states and to be able to hold deposits. And so you're definitely seeing really a mean reversion where banks are becoming more like fintechs and fintechs are becoming more like banks, and there's more of a merging taking place that helps all the ecosystem as well as customers.
Do you think are we going to be seeing some regulatory hiccups, Luvleen? We're seeing right now crypto kind of go through that, but it looks like it's coming through fairly well. Is it hand in hand? Is it going through this hand in hand with fintech as well?
Yeah, I think absolutely. I think that the regulatory framework has been, historically a little slow to catch up to innovation, which, in some ways creates loopholes for some companies that we're seeing, and then later they get in trouble for what they've done, but they've already created, a strong user base, et cetera, or brand in the meantime. But I think that there is going to be strong respect going both ways where, the regulations are in place to really protect the consumer. And fintechs are all about creating a mission, a strategy that's all around being better for the consumer. So they really do also go hand in hand and support each other. And I think we're going to see a really good partnership developing over the coming years so that we're better enabled to serve customers, whether that's with faster payments, more innovative products, more crypto and digital asset products in the market, et cetera. So I'm excited to see where things go.
All right. Well, we are looking forward to it as well and hope to have you back. Luvleen Sidhu there, the CEO of BM Technologies.